Jacob, how's it going?
Very well, very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Welcome to Hong Kong. I know
Thank
you've
you.
been here for
Thank
as
you.
much as time I have.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, really good. It's been a great conference, really interesting. Got some great talks, met some great people. It's just ended, so now ready for some great drinks.
Let's make it happen. And Jacob, would you be so kind to introduce yourself and what you do at Lisk?
So I'm Lisk's project lead for the Lisk Academy. It's a free educational tool teaching people about how to basically get into blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Because prior to this, we sort of found that a lot of tools are just marketing tools essentially, or just too technical, stuff like block geeks. People don't want to read about really high-end technical things for blockchain before they get into it.
Sure, understandable.
Great, so obviously at Lisk you guys are doing incredibly well trading-wise at the minute. What excites you most about what you're currently doing and this year, right? It's going to be a big year for the whole space and especially Lisk.
Yeah, definitely. I think in terms of adoption, it normally goes awareness, understanding, adoption. And obviously the awareness came last year with that crazy bull run in December where everyone was talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And now we're sort of in that understanding phase where people are like, all right, so I know what this is, maybe I've lost some money on it, and now I need to start understanding what it actually is and what it does. And then over the course of this year, I believe that we're going to start seeing projects that ran their ICOs actually like releasing products and start taking sort of shape in people's lives. So I think this is a year of adoption for blockchain and cryptocurrencies.
I like that a lot. Now, Jacob, we know each other quite well with the last 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
How is it being in Berlin? Because I know Berlin's very interesting for the tech community, especially the crypto community over there. So how has it been working there with Lisk, and what's the vibe over there like?
It's really good. It's a very young crowd, a lot of talent. Lisk itself is actually based out of Switzerland, but who wants to live in Switzerland unless you're 80 years old? So it's nice to be in a young, dynamic place that's also so progressive in how they look at cryptocurrencies. It's things like they have a law that if you hold a crypto asset for over a year, it's tax-free. So it sort of encourages a hodl. So it's nice to be in a place where Angela Merkel is making you hodl. Sort of takes away the stress of trading.
I like that. So hopefully you've been holding Lisk for over a year, as I know many other people have around the world.
Absolutely.
Really quick question. I personally believe that the community in these projects is key, right? Yeah. From ICO to the developer community to building that out. How's the community been for Lisk, and has it taken the team by surprise, the support you guys have had?
I mean, I personally believe we have the best blockchain community in the business. When we were running our ICO, Max himself answered all the questions from every person who sent a question about the ICO, Max being our founder.
CEO, right?
And CEO, yeah. And that sort of built this value of focusing on community at Lisk. We have one of the most active Reddit channels in the crypto space. Our Twitter is almost 200,000 people, which is quite large in the crypto space. And we've put a lot of emphasis on giving as much value to the community as we can. So like things like the Blockchain Lisk Academy. It's something we put a lot of time, a lot of effort into, but it's not like we're ever going to charge a premium option or anything on that. It's just completely free because we feel like we should give back to these people who've been supporting us and making everything we do possible.
Absolutely. And what excites you most, Jacob, on a personal note about the crypto space, about Lisk? What are you most engaged on?
I mean, about the crypto space itself, it's just a community vibe that is within the space. Even somewhere like here in Token 2049, it's not, people aren't trying to sell you some scam. People aren't looking to con you into doing something. It's all about working together. It's not sort of, there's rivalries where you don't want to see someone do well. It's about, you want to see someone do well so you can learn from that and do well yourself. I've worked in a lot of things like philanthropy and like non-profit organizations in app startups, and I haven't seen a sort of community spirit like this anywhere, and I think that's one of the best things about the blockchain space in general.
And on the note of community, how do people participate in the Lisk community? How can they get active? How can they join the ever-growing team?
So, I mean, if you don't know about blockchain or cryptocurrencies, just go to www.lisk.io/academy. There's everything you need to learn there about blockchain and cryptocurrencies, starting from like explain blockchain like I'm 5 years old, right down to like consensus protocols to everything you need to know in between. In terms of actually using the Lisk product, if you're a JavaScript developer, Lisk is made perfectly for you. It's a sidechain development kit that lets you build a blockchain application in JavaScript completely off our main chain. So you have your own sidechain, your own blockchain, without the nitty-gritty of setting it up, as well as having to learn a language like Solidity, which is just not enjoyable. So I mean, exactly, it's just not. I've tried.
From personal experience you're speaking from, right?
No, yeah, exactly. I've tried and I failed. So I assume everyone else will as well.
Write-off, as we would say in the UK.
Yeah, exactly. So JavaScript being easy, being malleable, it's all perfect for learning and applying your own blockchain applications.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for making it on the show today, Jake. I really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure.
And enjoy your time in Hong Kong.
I'll try my hardest, I promise.